Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Pink Poodle 2 and this is my pink poodle Maisie. Now this video is about where I've not been posting since March. Is the last time I think I posted any type of video, and it was the Ninja Creamy. I wanted to explain why I've not been on here. So it's March, April, May, June, July, for the last 4 months. And yeah, some people might know this, some people might not, but I wanted to just let you know why I haven't been on here, just in case you were wondering. I haven't been very well. As you can hear, my voice is has got so bad that sometimes I can't speak, and or if I do, you can't understand what I'm saying because it's distorted and stuff. I have a thing called voice dysphonia. So my vocal cords, the muscles around them are very tight, very stressed, so it affects all my voice and also my swallowing as well. So I've had that quite badly, so at times I've not been able, I've just been like that type of thing. So I have to go to speech therapy to help me try and sort out my voice. I have to do exercises like, say, the days of the week and the breath, certain sounds, like, and this thing called trilling, which is, I will do it for you. I have to prepare myself to it. It's like, and you have to hum at the end of it, and my voice doesn't always want to come out, because I was talking to I was explaining this to my speech therapist about how my voice used to sound. If you look back on my videos 2 years ago, my voice wasn't like this at all. And this happened because I had COVID, pneumonia, COVID, in the space of 6 months. So it's had quite a lasting effect on my voice. And as you know, I do like to natter because I don't speak to many people really, because I'm in the house on my own, 90% of the time. Paul's about, or he's looking after, you know what I mean? It's just not many other people around me. My family occasionally, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like talking like this on a one-to-one, I don't do very often. So I've had that to contend with. Just a little update since I made the video, because I made the video 2 weeks ago. And this is the, what is it today? I don't know what date it is today, to be fair. The 23rd of July. I had to go to the London hospital yesterday. Previously last week, I had to go to the London hospital to see a specialised speech therapist to see what was going on. So they put a camera down my nose and had a look at my voice box, and they see that there was something wrong with my nose. So, and they could see that there was like mucus there, and it looked like it was swollen and red and around the voice box. So they said, we think you have to go to ENT. So within a day I got an appointment for the ears, nose and throat at London, and I saw a doctor, a really lovely doctor. What was his name? Sorry, so we went yesterday for that. So Mr. Nicholas Lewis. We got there and it was an hour behind, so we had to wait quite a long time, which is fine, I don't mind that. We finally saw him and he went, oh, what's been going on? And I told him, and oh, hang on a second, I put a camera up my nose again. I said, what again? Like, this is not a nice sensation. I said, just let me be able to see the screen and then I can detach myself from what you're doing. When he went in it, he saw there was so much mucus around my voice box, and he said there was an infection on the larynx. So I've got to take this antifungal thing, which I have for my mouth because my vitamin deficiency causes a lot of mouth ulcers and stuff in it. So I wonder if that doesn't help my voice. But he thinks I need to have a patch test to see what I'm allergic to. And like my biggest fear is they're going to say my cats, and I'm going to say, well, I'm sorry, I'm putting up with it because I will not give up my cats, you know. My dog's fine, he's hypoallergenic. But why is it suddenly got bad? I've been living back in this house for 18 years. I've had the animals for that long, you know. So I don't know. But yeah, so in a month's time I'll have a patch test. I'll tell you all about it. If you want to know, let me know. But I know I'm behind with putting this up. I've had this video, the one that you're watching now, for 2 weeks to do. I've just not been well enough to do it.
7:18.
I'm not very well today, and you know, I can't say much else about it. I just don't feel like I can do anything or whatever. Look, my eyes are so, see, that's how I look. And you know me, I normally look much more glam and much more whatever, but I just don't feel that at the moment, guys. So I apologise. So this was a quick button to say what the situation is now, and we're waiting to hear what the patch test says in a month's time. But I'm doing the exercises, the new exercise I was given by the chief physio, Freya. She said to me, lovely witch name by the way, and I said that to her. She said you have to hum as if you're humming for like to the next side of the room, but as soon as it cracks you have to stop. So I don't know if it will or not. That's when it starts to crack. So there's certain words, certain sounds that my voice doesn't like saying, but I have a lot like phlegm and things gets caught in my throat. And as I explained, I don't know if I explained in this video already, that when I eat, something goes down my windpipe instead of my esophagus, so it makes me feel like I'm choking, and yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm sick quite a bit from it. I've got to have a lot of mucus around my nose area and in my throat, and it just makes me want to be sick. And yeah, so that's causing me a lot of problems, but yeah, I've got to get on with it, and anyway, back to the main video. I've had my lymphedema has been quite bad, been very swollen. We've had a touch and go with it. Might look like it was going to ulcerate, but managed to stop it from doing that. It's been leaky because of the weather and like just like fluid wanting to escape. We've had that. I've had my osteoarthritis play up in my knees, and they've now said that I've got arthritis in my left shoulder because I've already got a frozen shoulder on this side because I used to do heavy lifting when I was a fishmonger. I used to lift 25k of fish from A to B, one box maybe 4 times, and then have to fill it and stuff. And the men didn't help me out because I was a big strong woman, you know. Yeah, that's the whole thing anyway, I'm not getting into that. Because I've got spondylitis in my lower back and my neck because of it as well, which doesn't help my throat. So yeah, I've had that to contend with as well. So a lot of pain in my shoulders, haven't been able to raise my right arm very much, haven't been able to do a lot of things. And of course, with that impact, that sets off my mental health. So my mental health has been quite bad. My anxiety's been really bad. Going out has been causing a lot of issues for me. I'm not wanting to be going out because I feel like very stressed when I'm out. I don't know other people that have disabilities or whether they're in a wheelchair or whatever. I feel like I'm invisible. People treat me like I'm not there. Like someone came round to do a washing machine. He didn't speak to me, he spoke to Paul and made me completely invisible, and I don't like that. I'm invisible enough when I'm out and people just, you know, walk in front of you and they don't, and you know, and it's like you're having to apologise for somebody who's on their phone that walks in front of you. You've got to apologise for them, but that's not right. And then I can't go in certain shops because my anxiety from what happened with Superdrug all them years ago the year before the pandemic hit. You know, going in there in my scooter and then being told that people like me shouldn't be allowed in the store. You know, it really had a bad impact on my anxiety. So all this doesn't help my throat, and the stress of that has been really like playing havoc with it as well. So yeah, I've been feeling very invisible, very burden to my family. I had a bad fall 3 weeks ago. I've been like falling, and you can see I got bruising like everywhere. So they've all gone down now, but there's bruises everywhere. I fall, I bump into things I can't see properly out of this eye. I have issues with this eye, can't see properly out of that, so I bump into stuff. I can't recognise depth sometimes, so I fall. And I was out in the garden just doing something, you know, thing, and all of a sudden I went smack right down. Paul wasn't here at the time when I was out in the garden, because I do like to go out in the garden. I've raised 100 and, well, it's probably less now, but 145 tomato plants, and I've from seed, and I feel very responsible for them. So I make sure they're okay. So I've gone out in the garden, and all of a sudden I've gone smack right down on the floor, and I had bruising to my leg, my back, my arms. The bruising on my legs didn't come out till a week or so later. Paul told me off for being out in the garden without him there. But then I'm saying, like, why do I have to be treated like a baby? Excuse me, I just need a drink. Being told I can't do this, I can't do that. There are all these rules about my life, what I can and can't do. And, you know, but going back to the fall. So I said Paul wasn't here, he was with the grandson, and I fell. My black cat Holly was screaming her head off because she didn't understand. She was frightened. So I quickly shut the door, and I'm on the floor. And I can't get myself up. I can't move. I'm like a bit in panic mode. My other cat didn't know what to do. Jessie just stood there frozen. Maleficent was going about. Pip was going around in circles. He didn't know what to do either. And I'm like crying because obviously I've hurt myself, and I hurt my pride as well. And I had to literally roll to, like, Paul's made this rail out of wood to help me to keep myself and Matt there. I literally had to roll and haul myself up on this rail. It took me 15 minutes to do this, which seemed like a whole bloody lifetime, because I looked at my watch what time it happened and after what happened, and Holly screaming, and like none of the neighbours, I talked to the neighbours, it was done about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was just a simple, do you know what I mean? I didn't want to tell Paul that I fell because I knew that he'd blame me and tell me it's my fault for going there without him and everything. So, yeah. So he's put up another couple of rails and stuff to make sure that I can steady myself if need be, and put in place where things maybe like where I might not be able to see the depth of it. So he's put a few more like things in like that. But like straight away, don't go out in the garden without me. Don't do this, don't do that. You can't do this indoors, you can't do that indoors without me, because you have a fall or you drop things, and like to be told to treat like a baby or a child. It's not nice. I'm 57 years old. I don't need to be treated like a child. So of course that impact on my mental health hasn't been good either. And like for me, like people don't know I have borderline personality disorder. And so when I get really upset and stuff, I have not a very good way of coping with things, and my coping mechanism isn't very good, but I have tried not to go there, and I have to try every day not to go there at the moment. It's very difficult. Every day I'm fighting the urges to do bad stuff, and like you know, it's hard. So I do my breathing exercises. I have to do that for my throat anyway. So I do that. So I try to ground myself with that. But some days it's just too much and I cry my eyes out, and life is tough at the moment. So I haven't really been on here since March because so much has been going on. Everybody seems to think I'm this strong person that gets on with stuff, and I'm not strong. I really ain't. And I want to be strong for my family because they're what keep me going. My family and my friends is what keeps me going. But like, it's been so tough. Like, my friends, Dutch Monique, I've been talking to Dutch Monique quite a bit, and she's been so good listening to me go on about everything and stuff, and my friend Vicky and my mum May, and like, I feel like and of course my best friend Tracy, who I don't like to burden with bad stuff all the time. Now I'm talking now and suddenly my throat is starting to clam up. I can feel it starting getting tight. And it's just been hard. I just feel like I'm alone. That's how I feel inside, that I am alone. And I'm having to cope with a lot of this on my own because no one really understands how I'm going through. They understand so much, but not everything. When things go wrong, Paul blames me and shouts at me, which makes it worse for me. As much as he's a lovely man and he's great, and I couldn't wish for a better person, he also doesn't understand my mental health. After 24 years, you'd think he would understand by now, but he doesn't. And you know, it's just been one thing after another. And like, my physical side has been so bad. And there's been to and fro to the hospital. And, you know, it's just been on a Monday, go up to London hospital, speech therapy. And then yesterday I had to go up to Whips Cross Hospital, which is that's where I had my children, plus some bad experiences happened there to me as well. So yesterday was really tough going there because my memories and stuff. And I had my a swallow test to see what's going on because stuff keeps getting stuck in my throat and I choke and I have to go to bring whatever's choking me up. And yeah, they found out that as I swallow, it goes down my esophagus, but some of it gets stuck in my windpipe up here, and then down it goes to my esophagus, the majority of it, and then it'll get stuck again, but my brain thinks it's in my throat. And because of the tension all around my neck, it's tough. And then my bloods haven't been the best. My blood results have not been the best either. So I have to take lots of vitamins and minerals. I was told about like the deficiency will cause like mouth ulcers now here. On here, sometimes you see them in my mouth because of the deficiencies. Then I had to fight with the doctors to give me the medication I needed, and I was told by them, go to the pharmacist, when they should never have said that to me because of my vitamin deficiencies. I have a little update since I last filmed. I had 2 updates. I've had another appointment with the doctor up in the ENT department in London, and they said that there's like I get a lot of mucus on me, it makes me sick, and they're wondering what's going on because it's affecting the vocal cords. Obviously being sick doesn't help mine, and they get sore, and it's like your nose, with my nose gets stuffy, then it feels like it's on my throat, and then it's throw up like the phlegm or the gunk that's in your nose or whatever, and so it makes me feel like really shit, which is how I feel today. I've had a bad night, and I've been doing this video now for what, 4 weeks I think it is, and like I've had 2 updates on it since. So what they're going to do next month is give me a patch test to see what I'm allergic to. So that'll be interesting. I'm worried they're going to say cats. If they say cats, then I'm just going to put up with it, because I don't want to lose my cats, you know what I mean. I'm having to wear a night guard at the moment because I fillings come out my teeth there, and it's so painful. I ain't got a dentist till next Friday, so it's what it is, isn't it? But so yeah, so we're waiting to see what happens with that. But like I got like infection on my larynx as well, like what happens in my mouth because of vitamin deficiency causes so many problems that I don't absorb vitamins very well. So yeah, I've curled my hair since like last time because we went out Saturday with the family for the day, and on the way back I was really ill. So yeah, I can't even do that. Can't even go out for a drive out with my family unless I'm ill, you know. So Paul had to drop me off first before he dropped off the kids and Emma. But it was a nice day. It was good to see the family. But still, it takes its toll on me, and like last night was absolutely horrendous. The night before wasn't good either. So yeah, so hence why, like, you know, and I think at the end of this I'll be showing my fish and my snails, because like it's something that's keeping me occupied at the moment. So yeah, I've got to go because my voice is going. Alright, I'll speak to you soon, and back to past me. I've had a couple of chest infections, so it's been tough. You know, it's really been hard. Jessie and Billy paid for me and Paul with them to go away in Easter to go to Ireland for a couple of days into Dublin and go around a little bit there. I was very worried about the flight because of my legs. I haven't been on an aeroplane for over 20 years, and they looked after me from the moment I got into the airport at Stansted, and in Dublin they looked after me. They made sure that I didn't need, I got a special lift up onto the plane and everything. Wheeled me in a wheelchair. It looked after my wheelchair. We took the manual, and they were fantastic. It was lovely to go to Ireland to experience something different because I'm stuck in so much. It was a lot of stress on me, and we went on Thursday and we came back on the Monday, but on the Sunday everything just got too much for me, and I was quite unwell, and then I was unwell when we came back as well. So even that, doing something pleasurable and something that's somewhat different, just took its toll on me. And like I say, it's been tough, physically and mentally. So I'm sorry that I haven't been on here. I am trying to get myself back on here. I stopped doing Snack Verse because of the fact that I had 4 same countries in a row, the same time the year before them countries, not even changed it up a bit, like the same, only maybe 2 items different, the rest all the same. So I've got a new snack box now, costs a little bit more, but it is, so far I got around 1 box, and I got a box free as the introduction, introductory officer. So I'm going to be doing those with Paul hopefully later today, but it's whether he will sit and do it with us because it's sitting here now, and I really want to do it because I want to taste this stuff. I think this is going to be better for me because I'm going to experience different countries around the world that I would never dream of going to. I would not dream of going to South Korea or Japan. I'd like to, but that's something I'm never going to be able to do. So, that's what I'm hoping it'll happen a bit later on today, but it's whether Paul does it or not, you know. I've got a new obsession. Well, I've got two new obsessions. I like these short stories that you get on your phones. Let me find it. I absolutely love these, and I get lost in them. These things, short, what's it called? Short Max, real short. Oh my god, stories about werewolves and all the sort of things I like. I watch them. Some of them are the same stories, but told slightly different. Some of them come from the Korean. I watched the Korean version as well. I think it must be Korean, or it could be, no, it's probably Korean. And I absolutely love it. Some of them make me cry. They're just so good. I really enjoy them, and I've been losing myself in them quite a bit. My new other thing is these, if I can find the picture, because I can't always find the bloody pictures. A second. These things. This, I don't know if you can see. Maybe you can't. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh God. Well, we've got 2 fish tanks now. We used to have 1, but we've got 2 now because Paul bought 2 mystery snails, and the mystery snails breed because there's male and female. I don't know if you can see. I don't know why you can't see because of the glare. But I'll put a picture here actually. So that's Sandy. That's Goldie. That's our female. And then this is, which I put there as well, which is Sandy. So they're in separate tanks, but they've bred. And I will put up some pictures as well of the baby snails. Yeah, they're really like, they're funny, they're great to watch because what you can do, look at Pip, he's got a hat, he wears a hat now when we're out in the sun, and yeah, they breed, and you have to have male and female, and you have clutches of eggs, and you have to put them in like an incubator, otherwise they'll fall down and that. We've had like some of them pass away, like I didn't catch them in time. Some of them went to our aquarium up the road, so they could have the snails. But once they get to 3 months, I'll be able to see what sex they are, because the male has a penis, believe it or not. The male, and the female has two like holes. So yeah, she lays every 3 to 4 days a clutch of eggs, and then when they're ready, you can see them look like they're ready to hatch. You crumble them in the water, and I've got like ones of 2 weeks old baby snails and a couple of days old, and you'll be able to see on the pictures, which I will put up, that, you know, it's amazing. I think that I got that one that I put up, because like I did put one of them up and I marked it, but it might be just because I can't find it now. I don't know if you can see it on here. This is this is the male's tank, and it's all little snails. You'll be able to see it when I put it on the thingy, all up the thing. There's also a male mum and daddy one that I put on there. I can't find out where that one is, but I did mark it. I don't know where that's gone now. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's a baby snail there. That's on the tank. I don't know what happened to them ones. I took it out and I belong to a mystery snail group, which is brilliant because they're mad about mystery snails as much as me. Yeah, so I was telling you about them. I've been boring people about them. But these are the clutch of eggs, which I'll put up. These are what the clutch looks like. And you put them in a container, and you put air holes in it, so you've got like an incubator. Yeah. So anyway, I will sort that out and put the pictures up for you to have a look and show you pictures and stuff. But they've become my little, because they go to the top of the tank and then they go float all the way down. Then they go around the tank, go to the top, down. They're amazing, and the little babies are getting so big so quick, and they go up to the top and go there. But I think we're only going to have golden ones, because both Goldie and Sandy are that colour. The female's much brighter than Sandy, he's paler. But as soon as I can sex them, I'll separate them. But it's interesting, and the prawns seem happy, and I think we might get some baby fish soon as well, because one of my mollies look like she's pregnant. I think the other molly with her is a male, but I'm not saying that she's gonna, because you never can tell. And same with the tetras. There's a male and female out, but the fish can eat the babies anyway. But yeah, the prawns are in there, and they seem happy. We've separated some of the prawns to be in one tank, so it's like an equal thing. But yeah, I'll give you a little bit of a tour of the tank and put a video up of it. So these are our baby fish. These were born, when they were born, be 2 weeks Friday. I put the date on because I can't remember offhand, but these are baby mollies. You can see the mama down there. She's going to be pregnant again soon, because they breed every week, 8 weeks, if the tank's right. And then my two tetras, they're a male and female. You can see one of my plexis there, bottom feeder like type thing, catfish type thing, and there's two of them, two boys. I'm not sure what Logan is, but he's on his own, he's a catfish. What else? We've got prawns in here somewhere. I'm not sure where they are, but you can see a tiny baby snail. Where is it? Can't see it now. Where is it? There's a tiny baby snail there. That's the last of the mama snail passed away the day after the baby fish were born. So there's another baby fish snail there. Moving over to our other tank, which is free at the moment. The baby fish are going to go in when they get bigger. And this is the tank full of baby snails, which seem to be all huddled up at the moment. I don't know where Daddy Snail's under there, is he? I'm not sure where Daddy Snail is. Yeah, he's under the bridge. So yeah, so these are all snails in here. So yeah, they're all huddled up in the corner. I'm not sure why. And but yeah. So that's my snails that have grown, and they've got to get to 3 centimetres before we can do anything with it. But yeah, so I've been concentrating on that and the stories, and trying to sort of like not think about how I'm feeling, because it's not nice. Some days it's so difficult to do anything, to just make myself eat, or just do anything really. With my family, I don't want to be a burden to my family, and I feel like I am a burden to my family, and they're the people that keep me going. I don't want to be their burden. They say I'm not, but I feel like I am, and I'm a burden to Paul. I know that. He's a good man, and sometimes I think he deserves better than me, and I really want to be the person I used to be, and I'm never ever going to be able to be that person. Never ever. And then when I went to get my stocking sorted out in February, that had to be reading, the nurse did it all wrong. And then she said to me, "And don't you think you should lose some weight?" I said, "Excuse me, lose weight?" I said, "I lost 13 stone and my legs got worse." I said, "Please don't tell me to lose weight." And my doctor said she shouldn't have said that, because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Yes, I've put on 7 stone now, right? But my legs are heavy a lot of the time with fluid. So, you know that I probably weigh a bit heavier than I should. But, you know, the damage is done from everything like that. All the padding on my feet have gone, so I've got no padding here now on where my toes are. So it's just bone, so it's painful to walk on. It's just, you know, you don't need people to be like that with me. You know, I'm not asking, I would just ask for a little bit of respect in that I'm not, you know, doing this because I want to. I'm doing this because I can't help it. It's like with my voice, I can't put this on. I just can't, you know, and like, I don't want people to think I am. Best friend said to me, you want to do a sex line, Jean, with that voice. You'll earn loads of money. She said, you'll be okay doing stuff like that. I was like, no. They said to me yesterday at the hospital, you can earn a lot of money from that, Jean. But I said, no, I don't want to, you know. But I can't talk for too long because it just gets really stressed, and then when I eat or swallow, it feels like I'm swallowing knives. It's just here where my voice box is. It's like, it's not a sore throat, it's just very stressed. So, but hopefully Monday they'll be able to discover a bit more about it. And yeah, so I just wanted to come on just to tell you what I'm doing, and hopefully get back to doing my YouTube channel and doing my unboxings of my Freya's Cauldron Witch Casket, my snack box, my deguster box. Last month, deguster box was free because I'd saved up all the money, and they sent me a few extra bits because the month before there was an issue with one of the products, so they sent me some other bits, which was really kind of them. But yeah, I do love them. I don't, you know, and I got a like a liquidation box, which I'm also show you like when I get that. I've been getting like some Temu stuff because we got a new car as well. We had to give up the big wheelchair accessible van that had like the hydraulics because we couldn't go in any of the car parks, and having to be in the wheelchair, you've got to go far away from where you want to be. There's no good in the rain or whatever for me and Paul, so we had to get a new reply anyway, so we opted for a smaller car. So we've got a Citroen Space Tour, and it's got not a hydraulic lift now, it's got like it's got a ramp, and then you've got the thing that pulls the wheelchair up. So you've got the wheelchair in the middle of the two back chairs, and then you've got the two front ones. And so I'm making it my own. I'll have to give you a tour. I've put some bat stickers on. I've put some pink poodle stickers on. It's making it it's my van. My grand says, can I see Granddad's new van? I said, excuse me. I said, that's Nanny's van. You know, but yeah, he's got a Spider-Man seat, Spider-Man stuff. Lily's got Stitch, but no, he says he didn't want Spider-Man, he wants Sonic. I said, well, I'm sorry, you've got Spider-Man, and that's that. I said, I paid out a lot of money for you, Logan. At the end of the day, if you don't like it, you're going to have to lump it, or you just don't come in the van. I can't be asked for things like that. You know, I'm not very good. And then Ethan's been going through a few things. Been worrying about Ethan, Jesse. You know, I just worry about my family, as any good mother does, you know. But I do feel that they think I'm a burden. Like I said before, they say I'm not. But, you know, you kind of think to yourself, you know, they have all these rules, don't do this, don't do that. And it's upsetting to be treated like a child, like when you're 57 years old. And, you know, my mind, there's got nothing wrong with my mind apart from I get brain fog from everything that goes on. But, you know, I don't need to be told, like, don't go in the garden when Paul's not there. So now I have to sort of, like, you know, can't do that. I've got to wait for him to be here. But then sometimes I want to be out there sorting out my plants, you know. Sorting out my tomato plants. I'll have to show you some pictures of them. But, you know, I sit there on my seat with the thing now, and Paul puts it so I don't have to bend down for anything, so it's all sort of like at my level, so I can do it. But, you know, I've got cucumbers growing as well. I've got a lot of wormwood or what is it called? Wormwood. I had the other day, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, it escapes me again. It's you can have it for tea. I can't think what it's called, but that's growing. I've got some sweet corn growing, so I tried to sort of do things to occupy myself, you know. And I know I'm lucky that I can go in the garden, and some people are stuck in flats and things and don't have that luxury. But you know, but I still got stipulations that I can't go out on my own, which is like, you know, frustrating. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me. I'm sorry if I went on a little bit. I missed Pride this year as well. I wanted to go there again, but couldn't go. Jessie and Billy wasn't around anyway, but like it would have been nice to have gone again. I really enjoyed that, but I just wasn't well enough. I was supposed to have done something else, but I wasn't well enough for that. So yeah. Anyway, let's leave it at that, and I hope to see you very soon. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me, and always remember, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Until next time on Pink Poodle 2, I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.